Welcome back. We are going to be seeing the next film as part of the Kamloops Film Society's fall film series being screened tomorrow night at the Paramount. It's called Marjorie Prime. We have Terry Ann Wilson joining us now from the Kamloops Film Society with some of the details on this film. Great to have you back on the show.
Always so nice to be here.
Yes, thank you for being here. There's some big names in this film. I watched the trailer. It looks awesome.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
It is a science fiction film, but not in the way that we normally think of science fiction with, you know, giant bugs and Tom Cruise and lasers running at us. You know, it's more of a cerebral science fiction film and sort of folds into reality, this idea of artificial intelligence, and in a way that is fairly, I think, realistic. How are we going to leverage artificial intelligence in the future? And so we have a play that was written by a fellow named Jordan Harrison, 2014 nominee for the Pulitzer Prize. So this has been off-Broadway and on Broadway for a while now, with the lead role played by Lois Smith, who, I mean, she's had a huge film career. She started with like East of Eden and then all the way throughout her career. She's done some really amazing roles, and now she brings all of that experience from her performances in the play to the screen. And then playing opposite her is John Hamm, which of course everybody loves him as Don Draper in Mad Men. But now he plays Prime, this holographic image of Marjorie's now deceased husband. He's been dead for 15 years. And John Hamm is, as Prime, as this hologram, is enlisted to help her retrieve her memories and manage her memories. In order for him, the program, to work, he needs to be constantly updated. And so also participating in this process are her family members, her daughter, Tess, played by Gina Davis, and Tess's husband, played by Tim Robbins, John, who's really in favor of it, while his wife, Tess, is starting to become quite unhappy with the arrangement and quite weirded out by the fact that this holographic image of her 35-year-old father is taking over and absorbing a lot of her mother's attention and time. But as the family is going through this process, they have this opportunity to almost rewrite their own history as they all start realizing they're starting to remember things in their own way and differently. And it really gives us as the audience an opportunity to go to the film and have our own experience and really contemplate, how do we remember things? How would we want to remember things? And if we had the chance, would we rewrite our own history and maybe even remove some of the memories from our docket of memories?
Yes. We have the trailer here. Let's take a quick look.
You're still too old for me.
We'll grow old together. I'll just do that a little sooner than you. After a while, it won't really matter. Hello. How are you?
Walter, there is someone in my mind. I'm trying to figure out who it is.
It's just me. It's just Walter.
I still don't like it.
What?
Dad's been dead for 15 years.
Does it bother you that your mother's talking to a computer program or that a computer program is pretending to be your dad?
Well, you're a good Walter, either way.
Thank you.
Creeps me out.
It's how she remembers him.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
You learn I like that.
She's nicer to that thing than she is to me.
It's your father that she's being nicer to. Are you jealous?
Your poor old mother was born in the 20th century. Try to be patient.
So the idea behind having him show up in this science fiction-y way, what is it called again?
Artificial intelligence.
Yes, but there was a word that you used that sort of makes him appear, that makes it look real, but it's not.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
I can't remember.
Are they trying to trigger memories for her? Is it like a scientific experiment to help her with the dementia that she's suffering from?
That's right. So as age and infirmities start to eat away at her memories, this is an opportunity to help her rebuild her memories and help the family to retain their memories as a collective family. And you know, it's interesting because it's adapted from a play. And so basically in the play, it sort of takes place in one environment, and what they've done for the film is they've set it in a beach house. So now there are all of these different rooms and different spaces where the stories of these different characters can unfold. So even though you're seeing a film, it still kind of maintains that element of being a play a little bit. It's dialogue driven and character driven, and
I'd be curious to see how it ends then, you know? However, you're not going to tell me otherwise.
I am not going to do any. I've always made a commitment to myself to limit spoiler alerting when I do these
Good
spots.
for you, and you do a good job of that. But, you know, it's an interesting concept. I haven't really seen this sort of idea in a movie before.
Yes, it's very, very unique, very
yes.
unusual, and it is one of the first. I mean, there have been other films where we sort of look at artificial intelligence as less of a sort of a science fiction blockbuster type scenario and more of something a bit more contemplative and a little bit more cerebral. But there aren't a lot of them out there, so it's quite different.
Awesome. We are out of time. I thank you very much, Terry Ann, for being here today.
Yes.
But if you're interested in this one, it looks like a good one. 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Paramount Theatre, tickets at the door, online, or at Movie Mart.
Which is now at 367 St. Paul Street, their new location.
Thank you. 367 St. Paul. So again, 7 o'clock tomorrow night, Paramount. We'll be back after a quick break. Stay with us.